It's 1975 in La Coruña, Spain. A 30-year-old former shirt maker named Amancio Ortega opens a tiny store called Zara with just $30 in savings. He makes one radical decision. Instead of guessing fashion trends months ahead, he'll design clothes based on what women are actually wearing right now. His very first test, he copies a popular pink bathrobe he saw wealthy tourists wearing at the local beach. Within days, his version completely sells out. This $30 experiment would eventually grow into Zara and change the face of fashion forever. But first, Ortega had to solve what seemed like an impossible problem. Back in the 1970s, the fashion industry moved at a glacial speed. The journey from a designer's sketch to a store shelf took a minimum of 6 long months. Ortega saw his chance. He thought, what if he could slash that time down to just 2 weeks? His secret was simple but brilliant: keep everything in-house while all his competitors were outsourcing their production. While brands like Gap and H&M were shipping their manufacturing operations to Asia to cut costs, Zara kept its factories just miles away from its headquarters in Spain. This proximity allowed them to make radical decisions almost overnight. For example, one day a store manager noticed that customers were constantly touching a particular black dress but never actually buying it. Within 48 hours, Zara's design team had reworked the dress, changing the sleeves. It was sent back to the store and sold out immediately. This incredible speed and responsiveness became their superpower. By 1985, this system allowed Zara to launch 10,000 new designs every single year, while competitors struggled to manage just 2,000. But their most shocking rule was about advertising. Zara had a zero advertising policy. While its rivals were spending 3 to 4% of their total revenue on massive marketing campaigns, Zara spent a minuscule 0.3%. So, where did all that money go? Instead of ads, they invested in prime real estate. They opened their stores right next to luxury brands like Gucci and Prada. This clever placement made their $30 dresses look and feel like $300 designer pieces. It was all about creating an aura of high fashion without the high fashion price tag. The 1990s brought Zara's biggest test yet. Competitors finally started to notice their incredible success and began to copy the fast fashion model. H&M opened 100 new stores in a single year. Gap expanded aggressively. It seemed like everyone was jumping on the bandwagon, yet somehow Zara grew even faster. By 1999, it had hit $1 billion in revenue. How did they stay ahead? Their advantage was a logistics system so precise that stores received new inventory twice a week. In contrast, their competitors were still working with monthly or even seasonal shipments. This constant flow of new items created a sense of urgency for shoppers. If you saw something you liked, you had to buy it then and there because it might not be available next week. But this level of precision came at a cost that few could match. Let's take a look inside Zara's headquarters. It was a massive, cavernous open space where 200 designers worked side by side with production teams. This wasn't just a design studio, it was a nerve center. Store managers from all over the world fed real-time sales data directly to this team using handheld devices, which was a revolutionary system back in 2001. Imagine this: a store in Tokyo reports that young professionals are suddenly buying work dresses in brighter colors. Within 72 hours, new designs in vibrant shades were created, produced, and shipped to that store. This incredible responsiveness created a cult-like following. Customers knew that Zara was listening to them. But this hyper-efficient model also hid a growing vulnerability. By 2008, Zara's parent company, Inditex, had officially surpassed Gap to become the world's largest fashion retailer. Their market capitalization hit $50 billion, more than twice the value of H&M. The brand was on top of the world. Yet, critics warned that their complex model couldn't possibly scale. The math was brutal, maintaining over 1,500 stores with fresh inventory refreshes twice a week required military-level precision and logistics. One slip-up could bring the whole system crashing down. Then came the 2013 Rana Plaza disaster in Bangladesh. A factory building collapsed, exposing the dark side of fast fashion and the often horrific conditions in outsourced factories. As competitors faced a massive public backlash over their supply chains, Zara's model of vertical integration proved to be unexpectedly resilient. Their European factories, while more expensive to operate, allowed for much tighter oversight and control over working conditions. While H&M's growth stalled during the crisis, Zara's sales actually grew by 8%. Their commitment to keeping production close to home had paid off in a way they never could have predicted. Today, Zara can still deliver new designs from concept to store in just 15 days. Meanwhile, most retailers are still stuck in the old model, taking 6 months or more. That $30 Betamancio Ortega made back in 1975 has blossomed into a $40 billion empire, all built on one simple, powerful rule. Zara proved that fashion isn't about predicting the future. It's about responding to the present faster than anyone else. While competitors are still playing guessing games months in advance, trying to figure out what you might want to wear next season, Zara's designers are watching what you're actually buying this week. Their stores aren't just shops, they are real-time focus groups feeding data into a hyper-responsive design machine. In an age of constant change and fleeting trends, Zara has shown us that the most valuable skill isn't always being right. It's being fast. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.